Hi, good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream. I hope that you are doing well. Sorry I'm a little late. I lost a little track of time there. So I like to give a brief talk and then we'll get into the guided practice. Today we'll go for about 45 minutes or so. And here on my channel we're working with awareness. We're working with our body, our emotion, our mind, and our relationships. And we're using the power of our awareness to help integrate those dimensions of our being. So, we need kind of like an upgraded mindfulness, like a mindfulness 2.0, to address the speed of our world and the rapid changes of revealing of secrets of the past and technology. And we need to reconnect with something a little bit deeper than just watching your breath or watching your thoughts. We need something that spiritually helps us make better choices. And what I like to say is, based on over the years and the current prototype of this meditation, you not only access these different dimensions of your being, but you have greater connection to information. So the more information about the whole system of your being, the better it is, because it allows you to make better choices. And from there, those choices impact your life. And not only do your choices change your life, but you also, those don't happen in a vacuum. Everything we do ripples out into our communities. So, that being said, I'm going to read a little bit from The Space Between Us. This is a book by Peter Mitchell. It's about the awakening of the we space, the space between people. And here we have the motif 6, dropping the masks of otherness. Intimacy, true intimacy, arises in vulnerability and transparency. When individuals who have discovered their authentic, undefinable self meet one another beyond performance, something new becomes possible, a radical way to interrelate, to dialogue, to discover creative, embodied responses to the challenges of this world. This intimacy demands radical personal autonomy, a balance between deep humility, seeing that which is beyond as the true author, and the courage to shine, to stand in what has been discovered as true. It's a kind of living that invites risk and may provoke reactions of both praise and disapproval. It asks for inner integrity, a vastness of reflection, and a willingness to question everything again and again. It is a quiet rebellion against the conditioning to conform, a refusal to surrender one's conscience to a louder voice. It asks for vigilance, for presence, for clarity in the face of the crowd. Know thyself has never been more vital. We stand at a crossroads. Groupthink dominates. Belonging to the tribe has for now triumphed over the liberal instinct toward individual freedom. Idealized abstractions are enforced as virtue, disconnected from the messy beauty of what it means to be truly human. Do we have the heart and the courage to meet each other beyond our fiercely held identities? And I'll stop there for today And we'll begin now with practice. Gently closing your eyes and tuning inside. Begin with some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Cleansing breaths. Letting go of distress, tension, resistance, that which no longer serves you on the out-breath. Just dropping everything as a dog drops a ball from its mouth. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down through your torso, into your pelvic floor, legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. Gently placing your attention on your physical body and your body sensations. You can feel your body's subtle movement, temperature, tingling and pulsing, sense of aliveness. Some areas of your body you can feel well, others you can feel a little bit less well. And just noticing what your body feels like to you. Feel your body's connection to the earth underneath you, your connection to the planet. We can begin the practice together of healing, feeling, and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. And then on the out-breath, softening down through your body like a wave into the earth. And the softening can be like this warm, healing honey that as it travels down through your body, cleanses, heals, purifies, and makes whole. As it travels down through you into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. each cycle of breath, each new breath wave, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Very good. And if you like, you can add in a brief pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. On the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause between the next in-breath and just feel kind of the quiet stillness and presence. Feeling and softening is a great technique, a great practice. Whenever there is distress or overwhelm, you can always remember to come back to feeling and softening, feeling your body, the connection of your body to the earth for grounding. And bringing your attention up now into your heart space, center of your chest, feeling your heart. And then an out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Our hearts are amazing places because heaven and earth meet together in our hearts. The seat of a spark of the divine. into our hearts, there's always a little bit of warmth and tenderness, which is amazing. Coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's emotionally present for you right now, and without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And you could also be feeling numb, which is also a valid emotional experience. And just noticing what it's like for you right now emotionally and allowing yourself to feel a little bit. Very good. Then from here, we'll spend a little bit more time in our hearts, but you can add in the pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your heart. Out-breath, softening, expanding your heart. And then the end of that breath, you can pause and just feel kind of the warm stillness, open, vast heart field in the silent space between the next in-breath. attention up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. You can, if you like, breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows, or the top of your head, your crown, whatever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. Today my head feels very cloudy, sort of like someone put a whole pillow in between my ears. But you'll have your own experience, of course, of what your own head feels like. Just feeling and softening in and around your head. Some definite third eye activation energy. Coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is. And learning the skill of coming back, I like to call it, or returning. So if you notice you get pulled into a thought and you're actively thinking, you can always come back to feeling and sensing as a remedy. So you can come back to feeling your head, come back to feeling your spine, your body, for grounding and for anchoring. We tend to, when we overthink, underfeel. So coming back to feeling is very useful for your spiritual practice. If you like, you can add in a pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your head. Out-breath, softening in and around your skull. And then you can pause at the end of the out-breath between the next in-breath and feel the vast, open, spacious quality, sky-like quality of your mind. Almost as though your whole head disappears and the entire sky is resting on your shoulders. And then from here, before we go on to the next technique, we will practice something called tree breath. So on the in-breath, kind of like a tree, thinking of your body as a tree. On the in-breath, breathing up, down from the base of your body, all the way up to the top of your head on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, breathing back down your body and back into the earth. Sort of like breathing up from your roots to your branches and leaves, and then back down the trunk of your body to your roots in the earth. Practice tree breath. Very good for the central channel that runs along your spine of subtle energy, the river of light from heaven and back down to earth. here, we can gently open our eyes, and keeping your eyes soft, let's take a moment together to appreciate the work we did with our eyes closed. And we'll practice now with our eyes open in the relational space. So every relationship has an inside and an outside, and we can practice developing the skills of feeling into these spaces. So on the in-breath, feeling the space around you, 360 degrees around. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. And just practice noticing that distinction and switching, feeling outside on the in-breath, and then inside on the out-breath. If you like, you can take your thumb, hold on to it with your hand, and put your fingers on top gently. Place that into your lap as a nice anchor. Good. And then from here, if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice of love, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. And you can pick however many qualities you like, but you can practice on the in-breath sending love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you. And then on the out-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness for yourself. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. Right, and then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing and blessings, and ripple out into the community. Amen. thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back at about 5:30, and we'll go from there for a half an hour meditation. And have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.